All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another episode of the Vlogcast featuring yours truly, the handsome, hulking chocolate gentleman's council. Of the Vlogcast, we honestly have still not named.
I thought we named it last week.
Was that the. I don't know, man.
You had it on the title.
To be announced?
To be announced. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. To be announced. That's cool with me. So welcome, you guys, to Be Announced, episode 3. And we have a new member on the board, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Julian. What's going on, man?
I'm good, man. I wish we had a soundboard.
Me too, man. Me too. We have some members that are absent. Brother Corlin couldn't be here today, as well as Alfonso.
We might be getting a late time edition. He might be getting on. I just reached through to his residence.
Okay. Cool. So we were talking before we went live, discussing music.
Tyga.
And one of the members on the council brought up, we're just going around the table, like, what's everybody been listening to? And somebody on this council just boldly stated he listens to Tyga. And
We don't name names though.
Y'all can see it on my screen. It's the person all the way on the left of my screen, smiling, holding his suit open. But we're not naming any names.
it's
I heard that.
So honestly, before today, I haven't heard Tyga's name brought up in my personal world in quite a while. So we're just gonna put Aaron
Still alive?
on the forefront in the spotlight and try to convince us why we should listen to Tyga. Better yet, why he's listening to Tyga. So Aaron, go ahead, speak your piece, man, please.
Alright. So, since I'm being brought to the forefront about Tyga, I'm going to be honest. Tyga, lyrically, sometimes he's here, sometimes he's not. His last mixtape, what you're talking about, I'm going to be honest, most of the mixtapes, his lyrics are like, not there. But, the ignorance was there in full effect.
Define ignorance.
Ignorance as in talk about money, cars, gold, the usual.
I like that sound, make it nasty. That's what I thought. Not that I listen
But yeah,
to
That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie.
that. At certain times, I may listen to them.
but as I was saying, Tyga, that last mixtape was pure ignorance in my opinion.
And
Well,
what
then some of his
possessed you to go and listen to that?
Shuffle. I'm on Google Play, on way to my internship, and next, and Tyga comes on. The ignorance consumed me, and next thing you know, I'm listening to the mixtape from start to finish.
So do you
But
regret
don't
these
you have to
actions?
put the mixtape on your Google Play first?
Yeah, actually, I first got bored, listened to it, because I was on my way to work one day, and I put it up there, and it kind of stayed there, because I can't take it off. So, that's all I say. But I will say this, Tyga's best verse was his verse on No Ceilings. That is all.
Wait, you mean the No Ceilings that dropped recently, or the first one?
The first one, the song he had over Gucci's I Think I Love Her. That was, to me, by far his best verse.
Okay, send me the link to that so I can not hear it.
Oh, shit.
But yeah,
Disrespect.
this is how this is Tyga, and I admit it.
Well, admittance is the first step to redemption.
I think
And
it's
to
already
redeem
past
myself,
denial.
to purge my ignorance from Tyga out of my system, I'll listen to Audio Push's latest EP, The Stone Junction. To be honest, that was ignorant as hell too, but it's ignorant with lyrics. I'll give you that. I'll give you
So
that.
you seem to surround yourself or find yourself in positions with a lot of ignorance. And I'm wondering if that's a lifestyle choice and we need to have some sort of intervention. If that's the case, brother, we can set up a meeting to come meet you down at your home, find you a safe area, and put you on to some more commercial artists to start, and then maybe some of Julian's top 5, and that should break the cycle. So you will go from ignorance to at least smoking Newports in the company stairwell of your choosing.
Well, to be honest with you, I fucks with Julian a lot. I have similar music tastes. Rosa's latest album will be on the playlist on Tuesday.
Rosa Parks?
So,
Is that what he said?
I know she'll still make the
Kinda
music,
sound
boy.
like it.
nah,
Girls would be
Rosa,
dropping them bars
Royce.
from the back of that bus. Girls would be like, oh.
Back of the bus. All my life I had to fight. White man keeping me down. No new niggas on the bus.
No,
No.
Hey, Rosa Parks has brought on some of the.
Around there, right?
I think Rosa Parks is responsible for some of the biggest hits in hip hop in the past 20 or so years.
So I'm not sure if this is a Rosa Parks or an LL Cool J joke, because he's dropping soon also.
That's right, he is. I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't.
before Pat interrupted me, I was going to say, I'm purging myself of this ignorance, with the usual J. Cole Friday Night Lights playthrough.
Yo, I have not heard that album since I've heard it the first time.
Pat,
Huh?
you heard this, right?
Oh, I heard it. You ain't gonna win no favor with me. You can say whatever the hell you want. You just been ignorant these whole couple months since I haven't seen you. You expect you gonna put J. Cole in my face and you gonna receive absolution? No, nigga. Fresh back. You better send me something off the collabo, or else I ain't got no words for you.
Nah, but yeah, so J. Cole Friday Night Lights, that you got Absol's long-term mentality. You also got Good Kid, Mad City, like usual. So, that's how I purge myself of ignorance every other week.
Well, it's good that you got some fruits and veggies in there to counteract the pork.
Oh, man. All right.
What you been listening to, Brother Malik? Why don't you go ahead and regale us with some of your music choices?
Ooh-wee. So, I've been pretty busy on Shazam these past 2 weeks. And so I've came across a lot of, I'll say, alternative rock.
Interesting.
Maybe not even alternative. I've revisited the Red Hot Chili Peppers this week. Um,
Wasn't expecting
Californication.
that.
Yeah, it's check them out. It's never really gave them their just due, although I've always felt their impact. I've never really taken it upon myself to explore their catalog. And Californication is a good start. Scar Tissue is a song that I've been listening to pretty heavily, as well as a classic. I don't know if you guys have been listening, looking at my Snapchat, but My Boo by Ghost Town DJs. Been listening to that at least twice a day. And another album of mine, other than Drake's, I've been checking out Views since Friday, and I'll save my thoughts on that for a later date. But Sir Michael Rox's Popular 2, Part 2 album, I've really enjoyed. I feel like it's a really innovative take on hip hop. I like the direction he's going. I would recommend anybody who's a fan of Final Fantasy or
Don't try to sweet talk me now.
I know he's an avid Final Fantasy player. I think he puts out references that I don't even understand because I don't play the game myself. But just the way he's been able to incorporate that video game in certain animes that I haven't even watched, like because um, I won't sit here and say that I do appreciate anime, but I'm not the most knowledgeable or well versed when it comes to that platform. But his beat selection is awesome. My favorite song is probably "How Are You So Calm." It's on his SoundCloud, Sir Michael Rock's SoundCloud. I'd recommend that. And what else, man? What else? What else? What else? Do, 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 do. That's probably it for now, man. That's probably it for now. It's a colorful album. It's ignorant. It gives me a little bit of everything. So that's been pretty satisfactory for me these last few weeks, man. What about you, brother Pat?
Well, I'm not so much on the music take as you you young fellas out there. I got a certain selection, I kind of stick to it. We were talking about this earlier. I had listened to Rihanna's Auntie. It actually was not a bad album. I've heard other albums from her, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, Rated R was just over my head. It was just grungy and dirty, and it took me places I didn't even really, want to go. So there was that. But I felt this album had a bit more, diversity. I wasn't talking as much in terms of like the dark stuff, which is funny. I relate more to the darker stuff. Like, to take an example, on To Pimp a Butterfly, the song You is actually one of my favorite songs on the album, as well as Mortal Man. And those don't really have the same uplifting message. They're not trying to teach you as much, but it's more of a look into the inner, like, mind of Kendrick, actually talking about something that you can actually feel like you would keep tucked away and you would never say in an album. So, um, another thing was that I listened to The Life of Pablo, and we were talking about that a lot. I really hadn't touched Yeezus like that. I could only probably tell you 2 songs off of the album myself, if that. I just remember when I was listening to it, I was just like, no. But straight off, like first song on that album, which is Ultralight Beam, I was hooked. I knew it. I knew it then and there. Right into the next song, I was basically like, this is gonna be a classic. I mean, who's honestly gonna take a song, talk about their own self, how they were in the past, and then just say that all Kanye is still Kanye. Like that, you don't get shit like that often. And I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. I actually have a confession. It's bad. I've actually really taken a liking to the song "Work," and so whenever I take a shower, I might have that song on repeat. That's that's just. I'm gonna leave it at that. I just got it's a good song. I don't know why it fucks with me a certain way. I don't even speak patois, and apparently she wasn't even really speaking like good patois. So I don't know, man. But listen, the
So
life of
what you mean
Pablo.
to say is that you need an intervention.
No, that's Aaron. Aaron needs an intervention. I am just a little high strung with one certain song. He's doing ignorance. All right. Drake does his thing in that song, and that's a good song. He's listening to Tyga. We're not gonna put me on the spot. I don't need an intervention. He needs intervention. Anyway, I'm done because whatever. Bye.
Speaking of work, I feel like 2016 has been the year for the Contagious single. I remember when I first heard Work, and I was like, okay. And it just sort of slowly but surely crept more into my psyche. And I feel like this year I've seen more songs like that. I honestly kind of feel like I get that feel from Kanye's album as well as maybe Drake's work as well. Like music that takes a while to come around. It could just be me though. I don't know. But
Well, I think there's an interesting phenomenon there. I think I'll give you another example. I heard the song Panda on the most random of places. Isaiah knows this story. I had this random guy that I was playing NBA 2K16 with. Name's Chad. All right. Chad is one of the more colorful Ebonic people that I've met. Basically, he's a hood nigga. Now, when I first got put onto this song, it was Panda. And he was just like, yo, Pat, I got this song, man. I got this song. You need to hear this shit, man. You need to really hear this, man. And I'm sitting here like, all right, nigga, damn, just play it then. Shit. So he goes to playing it, and I'm just like, this song is hot garbage. What the fuck is this? This is awful. Just terrible. And we...
I remember that night though too, because he has this like smooth.
Did he just cut out?
Yeah.
Marin, you back?
Hootie hoo! Oh, man. He downloading too much. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, so when we first got on there, and I heard that song, I was like, this is straight trash. Come to realize, not even a week later, I start hearing like the song for like real with new, fresh ears. And I don't know why that is. Sometimes you just need to listen to a song twice. You need to listen to a song in different areas. The second time I heard the song, it made me feel like I had to go and apologize to that man for how I was feeling the first time I heard it. This is a very interesting dynamic, man. Like when I first heard Work, I didn't know how to feel. Third time, fourth time, I don't even know the words. I'm singing it in my car as I'm traveling, man. So I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what that dynamic is, what it's called, how it works, but it just does.
Hmm.
Yo, the funny thing about Designer is how indifferent he is towards Future. Like, I don't know if you ever heard it, ever think there was some articles or some interview about people mentioning Future to him. He's like, oh, well, Future, yeah, he's cool, whatever. But it's like, dude, you are great value, Future.
Damn. I mean, hey, maybe he just doesn't listen to music or the radio or have friends that are rappers that know Future.
It's a possibility.
I saw a meme about Designer, and it said when Designer meets Future, and it was a scene from Hey Arnold. And I don't know if you remember Hey Arnold that well, but there is an episode where he had a cousin that looked like a remedial version of Hey Arnold.
Remedial is putting it lightly.
Yeah, and it was basically the remedial kid was a Designer in that situation.
Wow.
We could put this in Dragon Ball Z terms. Future is Ultimate Gohan. Designer is Yamcha.
Oh, that's so disrespectful. That really is disrespectful. There's no need for that. Nobody deserves to be Yamcha besides Tyga.
Tyga's somewhere in Dragon Ball.
Hey, Dragon Ball was dope.
Tyga is like Emperor Pilaf.
Fair enough.
I don't know if I could even give that. I'd give him the dog.
Oh my gosh. But the funny thing about Designer is I don't really care about anything regarding him. I like Panda, but I don't really care about. I guess I'm not. He hasn't shown enough to me yet for me to care about whether he sounds like Future or not, or I guess maybe to me he just hasn't done enough. Maybe if he stays around and he makes some music, because there's just so many rappers, and I'm not gonna go into a tangent about like my issues with rappers or like.
Please do.
I'm gonna say
Julian trying to pull some teeth.
there's a lot of the level of artistry with a lot of rappers right now is kind of mediocre. Like you can be right next to a kid who raps, and he could be the next big thing for whatever reason. And that's kind of how I feel about Designer. Just another nigga, man. Like just
Oh shit.
some nigga I probably met just walking through campus one day, and now he's on the radio because he had a great song. But I don't know. He sounds like Future. I guess the reason it doesn't bother me that he sounds like Future is because I don't really see him as. He hasn't proven to me that he's an artist anyway. So for him to mimic another artist who I'm not even a fan of now, whose music I've just started to recently listen to in Future, but he hasn't, done anything for me to be like, okay, like I don't know, man. It's just some nigga to me, I guess.
Yo, I heard there is a U.S. Department of Education study that shows that 4 out of 5 rappers sound like Future.
Really?
Where the hell would you even find something like that?
Rap to
I know you're bored of work. You must be. It's like the most obscure article you could find.
Complex.
I'll give you complex. Is Isaiah back on the call? I see his bubble.
Can y'all hear me?
Sure. Oh yeah, we can hear you.
There he is.
Stuff is going in and out, man. I gotta take care of a few issues, so I might move and keep it moving.
I think he heard Tyga one too many times and got a virus.
My computer said no, we reject that. I tried to download Panda and it confused the file with the future song and it just created a bunch of copies of it. Now I got no space on my hard drive.
Oh Jesus!
Ladies and gentlemen, until we're still operating on our own equipment, so until we grow more, possibly sponsorships, we may have some.
Are we doing sponsors today?
I didn't have any sponsors ready, man.
Oh man, you know I got you. I got you on the sponsor materials.
I'm gonna.
Oh what? I don't think. Wait, can you hear what he's saying? Because all I got was some computer noise for a second.
Yeah, he kind of faded out. Go ahead, Myron.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not gonna make any more jokes for the rest of the night since my computer's acting up. I'm just gonna keep it real serious like this.
That's not going to work because your profile picture's smiling.
Is
Yep.
like when it actually. Let me find that panda picture.
Well, since we're on the topic of sponsors and we're trying to become more personable with the audience, I'd like to say that this episode is brought to us by the good people at Rugged Maniac. Now, if you don't know, Rugged Maniac is a 5K that travels around the country, in which I was just blessed and more than happy to make a complete fool of myself during the 5K race. A lot of obstacles, including a ninja wall and some of those suspended ropes that you swing yourself by, of which I tried to grab one and promptly fell into the water. Now, none of the people on the council were here to see this, so they will never know how bad it was, but rugged terrain, ladies and gentlemen, bringing you family fun, all ages, and a laughing good time.
Beautiful. Beautiful, man.
Yo, I'm going to see if we can get Strong to sponsor the show. They're a bunch of good guys.
I have no words on that.
Is that a real thing?
Oh, I don't think he knows about it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No. You wanna give him a little 30-second thing, Julian?
I don't even know what it is by now. So Malik, basically, I have a company called Strong, and what it was before, I had a fitness app that came out 2 years ago, and now we're branching out and doing different things, like this book I came out with a couple months ago.
Is that still under the Strong banner though?
Yeah. So how it's gonna work out is that I'm eventually gonna have comics coming out, and it's all gonna be under Strong Comics. So hence, if you look at my profile picture, you see the logo. That's my logo.
Oh. I didn't know if it stopped with the app, so I felt like that was just.
I don't know. I think basically everything that I think is cool, it's going to be under Strong. So I'm gonna see if I could talk to those guys to get them to sponsor this show.
Hey.
I feel like the money won't come for a while, but they're good for it. They're good for it. Eventually.
Either that or Art of Dope.
Or what?
Art of Dope.
Art of Dope is also another one, yes.
Mm.
Yeah, I heard they just recently IPO'd last week.
50 cents a share, boy! Woo! That's right. Bro.
One day.
It's one day for
It's all a
everybody.
process.
Isaiah, let's see if your computer's any better. Can you still hear us? Are you still on the call?
I can hear y'all fine. It's just I'm pretty sure my stuff keeps chopping up. So, yeah.
I mean, we just got a clean sense from you just now.
I just.
Spoke too soon.
Oh man.
We're gonna get a studio, y'all. Everybody's gonna get a studio sooner or later.
Sure enough.
And
start coming over your place and start hitting up the weekly calls from this guy.
From my spot.
Yeah. Can we use that studio?
I mean, my studio?
Like, can you connect it? Yeah, can you connect it to the live call, or is that only if you're recording?
We would need. I mean, it's just the Wi-Fi more than anything else, so I don't think it's your computer. So yeah, you can probably hop over here and you'd be fine.
These struggle episodes are the ones we'll cherish later on.
Yeah. Like we haven't even really gotten any of these up here yet. So that's good. But at the same time, they gonna go up eventually.
Exactly.
I know I've had some moments. I know I personally have some moments I would like to take back from the last. How many episodes have we had now? Just 3?
3.
Is this the third? This is the third. All I have to say is, I have moments. I have good moments. I have bad moments. Episode 1 had some bad moments. Some really bad moments.
All I gotta say, when you mention my name, put some respect on it. Trio. I can say no more.
Oh man.
I'm gonna say episode 3 had my bad moments.
What?
Mostly one is back confession, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Because Julian is so new, did he actually have a chance to pitch his music for the week?
Love you.
Yeah, we got to hear from Brother Julian.
Julian?
Okay, you ready? It's been
Ready,
a while. So do I just talk about this week or since the show started? Because there's been a lot.
This week, please. Or we'll be here all night.
Let's see. So one of the first things this week was Royce da 5'9's Layers, which, by the way, debuted #1 on the Billboard.
That's great.
I did see that.
Yeah. And so what I really liked about it was that it's not just him just rapping, because we all know he's been doing this forever. He's the monstrous lyricist, but this album, we got to know a little bit more about him. So like the first song, it was called Tabernacle. It opens up about his whole story on how uh, his son was born, and but in the same hospital, his grandma died the same day from a car accident, and also that was like the same day he met Eminem or whatever. So the whole album is a whole bunch of stuff that we didn't really know about him before. So that was that one. I liked it. The second album I really like, and I've really been pushing, is Fly God by West Side Gun. Now,
Brother, it's not happening.
I had Patrick listen to it, and I think he left work early.
I was scared, man. I wasn't trying to turn to the dark side. I'm already dark enough as is, but you under your lighter complexion, you are just hiding evil, man. I don't know how you could listen to that and just not be a thug and a goon. You scare me. That's all I got to say.
So I highly, highly, highly recommend y'all listen to that. I mean, it's right off the gate. You have skits. You got, I would say the closest comparison I can compare this to is like, the Cuban Links, early Ghostface, that whole lane, which is probably my favorite lane, which is why there's not really other lanes I like that much. So if y'all are into that, if y'all are into grittiness, if y'all like, Spanish people cursing in skits, this is the album. This is definitely the album. I would say honestly, this is my favorite album this year. Over, Kanye album, over the Royce album. This is probably my favorite album this year.
And that was Fly God?
Yeah, and it's on Spotify, so it's not like some whack dude with like 12 SoundCloud followers. It's official.
Got you.
I thought we just had a conversation about anybody could be on Spotify as long as they had a certain like minimum requirement of something.
So I had a buddy that actually put out a song on Spotify. So how it works is you don't have a verified profile until you get an X amount of followers or whatever, but I mean, you're free to post anything on Spotify.
I didn't know that. Seriously?
Yeah. So like honestly, if y'all wanted to put this show on Spotify, you could do that.
It's dope.
Yeah.
Nobody uses my studio except for me. It's mine. I built it. I want it. You can't have it. Studio equipment is mine.
Let's see. And what was the third one I listened to? I actually went back into Meek Mill's album. What, Dreams Worth More Than... Honestly, both of his albums have the same title, but I actually really like this one. Dreams Worth More Than Money. Even though it's exactly what you expect. It's like super predictable. But, Meek Mill is probably the only mainstream guy that makes street music. So I liked it.
Is Meek Mill still alive after what's been happening to him these past couple of years?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think he went to Cuba.
I would have gone to Finland. Nobody goes to Finland for anything. Or at least like fucking, I don't know. What do they call that place? The Galapagos. You could probably disappear there and nobody ever find your ass. You can't even say the name. Galapagos.
Tupac got
Tupac migrates every full moon, so it's actually hard to get a bead on his location.
They lifted the embargo, so I wouldn't be surprised if he left.
He probably did. But I was going to touch briefly on Meek Mill. This man is not, or this isn't music related, but it seems as though we've gotten too comfortable with not letting people live in terms of like music artists. Like we had the Birdman thing. Beyonce went in on Jay-Z. Meek Mill has been hitting punching bags. Wrong. Been talking about other rappers out his mouth. Wrong. Omarion still dancing. I had to laugh after that.
Hey, but you know,
Don't
in
act like
regards,
Omarion couldn't dance. Don't act like that touch video wasn't one of the greatest things ever.
I used to try to copy the move. Did you almost fall?
No, no.
I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to point that. I just happened to see it out of the corner of my eye. Touch was good. So was Icebox. So was O. So was, listen, man, Midnight. Just everything. He basically Omarion killed everything, but he's not killing nothing no more, man. Like the last time I saw Omarion, he was having a dance off with some random guy in the crowd, and he doesn't even have the braids anymore. He cut those off. He started growing out his hair, man. Like, I don't know what it is. If you look at DMX's voice now, it sounds like someone pumped helium into his voice. I don't know what happened. I'm just happy that older people who know how to stay out of trouble, like Eminem is keeping himself out of trouble. Y'all don't even know. He put out the Marshall Mathers LP2. That was okay. Irrelevant in terms of the subject matter, but still showed that he had talent. You don't see that man doing anything wrong. He's probably on tour, doing what he's supposed to do. People who are past their time, they either find new shit to do, they find themselves the butt of the joke on Instagram, or they become actors. All right? That's basically how it goes. Tyrese is still making fucking music. God damn. Black Rose.
yo, but I want to touch
You know,
on
that's
the
a
not
good
letting
point.
people live because some people actually warrant it. I mean, you know, even though I don't like 89% of Drake's music, he definitely won that beef by a landslide because Meek fell for like every trick in the book. I mean, down to the, oh, I'm in the I drove here in the Wraith playing AR Ab, and then Meek Mill goes after AR Ab, and then AR Ab embarrasses Meek, even though they were cool for like forever. And so, you know, you jumping out after people, losing, you know, 50 Cent buried him. So,
50 Cent was buried already.
huh?
I thought 50 Cent was buried already. That nigga got
Nah,
resurrected just to put Meek Mill down.
nah.
He lost to somebody.
Well,
I remember the
he
story.
lost to Kanye 10 years ago. I marked that as the official day gangster rap died.
Oh, when
That pretty
50
much
left?
wasn't it. If you really think about it, that could be a whole podcast itself. That really probably wasn't it.
It was a sad day.
I agree.
I put away my lugs, Carhartts, and all my two-tone do-rags away.
Well, if you consider Schoolboy Q gangster rap style, he's around, but yeah, good die that day.
Yo, that single was fire.
That new Schoolboy Q?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tony.
It reminds me a lot of Ghostface Killer's Mighty Healthy. Which is probably like the go-to Ghostface Killer song. It has the same vibe.
I'm excited for that album.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely excited.
I ain't thugs like the rest of y'all. So let me know when Cole comes out with his stuff, or if there's a new, what you call it? Shit, it was on the top of my head. Get back to me. Basically, whenever Cole drops is when I'll start sweating and having fun with hip hop again. Until then, I'm gonna leave all that to y'all.
Fair enough.
And I will not be awake.
Oh Lord.
All right, so we're pushing on an hour, and I don't even think we've gotten to Isaiah.
I've also just been listening to you guys know 2088,
Yeah.
that new album? Yeah, I've been pretty much listening to that. And I went and rewound the clock back to some Maxwell. And what else? If I'm in the gym, I'm usually listening to Thrice, which is like an alternative rock band. They're actually coming to Orlando. They had retired, but they have another album coming out. I think this summer they're coming to Orlando in June. Go check that out at the House of Blues. That's pretty much been it. Nothing new so much. I listened to a little bit more Anderson .Paak. Internet as usual. The only new things I'd say is 2088, and then just kind of been flipping through the catalog. But that's pretty much it there. I listened to Life Pablo quite a bit more as well. But that's not really new to me anymore, so that's been my spiel musically.
I will say the only thing keeping me from listening to 2088 is the artwork for some reason.
It's ugly as hell, I'm not going
It's
to lie.
moist.
It's terrible, but check it out. Check it out. I'm not going to lie, I had the same exact reaction, but I accidentally heard a song. I think I just had like a Spotify playlist playing. I was like, what song is this? And I checked it. I was like, oh, this is this album. So I just went to the album and listened to the whole thing. It's only like 6 to 8 songs, something like that. It's pretty short, but it's a really compact, tight, almost story they're telling because they have a complimentary video, or I think it's a 15-minute movie that's on YouTube that goes around with it. So they're really kind of telling the story throughout the album. It's not long at all, but it's definitely worth listening in my opinion.
We got through that entire thing without any difficulty. So.
Yay coming through in the clutch.
All right, fellas. So we covered a lot of ground, hopped around. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Do we have any closing remarks? Anybody?
Fly God, West Side Gun. Make yourselves better men, people.
No,
I'm actually
God,
gonna check that
no,
one out this
don't
week.
listen to that. That is
I'm gonna check it
an
out.
album of straight heat, and you will feel like you are in Englewood attempting to survive.
Do any of y'all listen to Vince Staples? I know.
I like him.
You do. Yeah, Vince is a man.
He is so smart. I appreciate what he brings to hip hop, man.
Even though I don't appreciate him going after Nori about his thing. He's like, oh, what was it about? It was they're talking about they're comparing eras, and Vince went after Nori, saying like, you know, the '90s were overrated.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about it. He's probably just kept trying to get publicity.
I think it was like a Twitter.
I honestly think.
Yeah, it was some Twitter stuff. They're cool. It was just Twitter stuff. But nah, that
You
is
can't trust Twitter like that. Twitter's not real.
not real.
Twitter is the darkest recess and posts a bunch of memes. But we all love it for what it is. Aaron, quick question tonight. How many tweets do you have at this point in time?
Huh.
Oh,
I want $1 for every tweet you have, brother. Every tweet you have, I need $1.
all right. Play this. If you had $1 for every tweet, we'll be in London for a month. If I had $1 for every tweet, we'll be in London for a month, staying in a 5-star hotel suite.
They even do things by the star system over there?
I don't know, but
That's a great question. I don't know.
we'll be up there.
Oh yeah, that's also some news. So when we do actually put this online, we might put it up. Two of the council have already decided to make the trek to London. Their identities
Yeah,
are being
yeah.
masked, but we can definitely say that out of the dynamic of the show, they are the two most back and forth people.
It was at
That's the
one
best way
point.
I know how to put it. What'd you say?
It was at one point titled "Two Petty Niggas in Paris." I mean, we ain't going to Paris, but it just sounds better. I ain't gonna lie. You got niggas in Paris. Petty. Anyway, but it for the council members that are going, I'm sure they will have fun. They are thinking of staying a week and doing some damn big things over in London.
Come see them in London. We will be keeping up on Snapchat,
Yeah.
Instagram,
Yes.
Facebook,
Yes.
Tumblr. Although I don't frequent Tumblr as much because there'd be some things on Tumblr. I think that's it. I don't think I missed any social
We will
media.
document
But we
it.
will be in London.
We will document it as needed.
Mm-hmm.
Some things will not be shared, but what I am comfortable with will be what I am not will not be spoken of.
What happens? No, let me not say that phrase. I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
Like I said, some things will not be shared, but what we are comfortable with, we'll make it.
There's one. We'll have to talk about this later, but there's one council member who actually might be joining us. He actually has been very lucrative in his business as of late, which I heard when I walked in the door, to the point where I was just like, "You can probably come with us to London," and he was like, "Yeah, I probably could now."
Oh, damn.
Yeah, somebody came into some riches, is all I have to say.
Is this council member? Are they on the call now?
They are not.
Really? Wait a second, I'm about to call this nigga right now.
It's one of two, so you might be thinking of the wrong one.
Oh, true, man. Okay, never mind. Yep. Okay.
You see, you getting all hot and bothered. You don't even know who the nigga is. That's why I said
Yeah,
don't
well,
take
now
my
I know
time.
who it is. I mean, everything put in perspective, I understand who it is now. But I was anyway. That's some shit to talk about.
I ain't never seen
Folks
another
getting
man
money,
get
man.
hot and bothered like that for another man like that.
Come through. No, because we got some shit to talk about in general.
Okay.
Like someone picking an album and not showing up. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about him while he ain't on the call.
We're not gonna talk about that.
He ain't on the call. We ain't gonna throw shade if you can't see, okay? We just gonna go ahead and back until next time.
Shout out to the full council.
I don't want to pick a nerd album. Maybe some Stevie Wonder, some shit like that. We could have did The Life of Pablo. No. I'm just gonna I'm not
like a
gonna be
motherfucker.
petty. That's not like me. I'm not a petty person.
That's bullshit. I have documented proof of this man's pettiness. I can at least pull up 3 recorded conversations in which because I too am petty and I follow such things. Anyway, Brother Malik, closing comments. You got them?
Yes. I took a picture with the nigga from The Hobbit. I deposit my money into my bank, and then I rob it. That's all I gotta say.
Oh.
I thought you were.
I was about to give you
saying
congratulations for taking a picture with Frodo, but if you ain't gonna talk about that.
I didn't even talk from The Hobbit though. I thought that was Jude Law that was The Hobbit.
The Hobbit? Oh, no. You know what? You're right. I'm thinking about the Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure who played the.
Of course,
I'm
only
not
if
sure.
you point that out.
But no, that was a line from Sir Michael Rox's Part 2. You guys check that out. I took a picture with the nigga from The Hobbit. I deposit my money into my bank and then I rob it. I thought that was really clever.
Why don't you just take your money? I mean, there's extra. Anyway.
Don't go back on the shit.
That was that ignorant part he was talking about. That was that ignorant element. That was waste of energy.
I have one more closing comment. One more. Aaron, mute your mic, motherfucker. God damn. Shit. Nigga trying to talk. Fuck. Alright. For all y'all that are also gamers in the room, and this is me being close to the audience again.
Pat, wait a sec. Get real close.
I just shut up Aaron from going and bullshitting. What?
Get real close so you hear what you're saying. Okay, go ahead. Title of this email. Is that Malik's ear?
I was waiting for Patrick to say something.
Okay, let's just get it. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
I got you. I got you. Now, what I need from y'all, I need you to pay attention. You pay close attention. Y'all that are gamers in this group, see, gonna go and pick up this game. The title of this game is Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3. Alright, it's my advertisement, okay? You will leave your sanity at the door when you play this motherfucker. You're gonna leave your sanity at the door, see? Isaiah, go ahead, tell him something about the game.
Yo, son, you know I've been playing this game for about what now? About a month now. Dark Souls is the realest game that I played since Bloodborne, which is a spiritual successor. I just need y'all to go out there and play that, leave them soapstones down, let me go ahead and invade you, get some of them souls, do some big things, it's how we do it. But y'all need to check that out. Y'all need to check that shit out. Check it out.
What he's basically saying is he wants you to get on this game so he can leave the nuts hanging out.
And desecrate the malls.
Desecrate them. Annihilate them.
I hope people watch the hard choice because people gonna think we crazy if they don't understand this. Malik probably already think. You watch the hard twins, Malik?
Huh?
Do you watch the Hodge Twins? Hodge Twins on YouTube.
No.
Okay, we're gonna send you some videos. We're gonna send you some videos.
All right, bet. Cool.
All right. Finally, this broadcast was also brought to you by Alive, Once Daily Men's.
Bro, I was just about to pick some of those up earlier this week. I had to go with the liquid
has a remarkable difference. I have more energy. I am susceptible to falling asleep at work. With this, I can at least make it outside of the room before I fall asleep.
All kind of gains.
Pick up some of this. You can usually get it at Vitamin Shop GNC. Once a day, Alive. Go ahead, get it.
How much longer is it now?
I just got what you said.
Close us out, Malik, because we gonna be so.
All right. So we're about to wrap up. It's been over an hour. This has been another episode. More to come. You guys just bear with us. Stay down for the ride. We're gonna grow this thing, become a little more sound, better quality, big things in the works. So it just stay along for the ride and enjoy. We do it for the fun and for you guys to learn some good music. So
And remember, the next time you tune in, put some respect on it.
Put some respect on it.
Put some respect.
I ain't gonna tell y'all no more. You put some respect on it.
So are we finished or?
We done.
I think we're done. All right,
Are
y'all.
we done?
Are we
I
done?
think we are.
We still out.
Are y'all finished or y'all through?
I ain't gonna do no more talking.
Take us off,
I'll
Eric.
All right, y'all. Much love. Peace.